Make a quick video. I'm going to shine some light on this. I have one of these old Magnavox Movie Makers. It's from back in the day. It's an old-time video camcorder, and I'm using it now to capture video. And there's a few things. Well, I could show you the video capture setup, which requires a third device. But there's this external little box, this battery charger thing that you should have came with. It sort of looks. You would stick your battery in there, and you can put your audio and video jack. That's a mono, no red. Because actually I probably could have done a red one on this, but I didn't. And then I have one of these dazzle things, and it's working out fine. Let me show you first, if you want to use this as a VCR. I mean, the dazzle thing obviously requires an extra purchase, and you have to go download the drivers. But okay, so here's your camera, right? Here's your power, and your standby, and your eject. You come over here, and you see these lights and everything. This slides. So if you were having trouble, first of all, finding out how to do the play, stop, record, and everything, if you wanted to be in play mode, it's all over here. So this is normal. Now, I had some issues with some tracking stuff, and I could not find how to do the tracking. That's one of the main things that I wanted to do about this video. I was trying everything. They were saying, oh, sometimes it has alternative functions, you know, anything that moves. So I'm trying the focus thing, and then I was pouring over these controls, and I was trying this up and down, and nothing was working. And then another thing I read said, oh, press the play button down, and that controls the tracking. This does actually have a tracking thing on it, but it's not very obvious. You have to go around the back. So here you're in the top, right? That's where your VCR mode is. You come down, follow down the back where these hookups are, and it's back here. And try to get some light on it. It's not easy to see or find. You know, I'm using my little flashlight here. If I can do both at one time. See, it's right here. This is the tracking. Let's see if I can do it. See? Let me get it in there. You can. I don't have to put my finger on it. See those two up and down tracking? So it's like a normal thing. Cleared it right up, and there's a few other functions back here hiding remote and phone. I mean, I saw this in and out thing, and I've used this thing before, but I just never, you wouldn't notice. It's not noticeable, and I was looking for it and couldn't even find it. So hopefully I'll help you out and save you some time if you're using it for this function as well. But it's working out really good, and after all, these videos that I'm changing over were shot on this machine in the first place. You know, this is the thing that they were recorded on from all those years ago. So it works out good. So if you're having issues with it, a couple little tips. I don't know anything else about it. I've just been using it for my purposes, so I don't know that I can really help if you have other questions. But if you were struggling as to how to get it to play, here it is. Slide this thing on the top. See a little fuzzy hair thing, right? This slides back and forth like that and like that. And then you have your VCR functions on the top. And then you come down. I actually did find, and here's the tracking down here, I actually did finally find a manual. It was on photobucket, and it wasn't for exactly the same model, so I think that any Magnavox Movie Maker would, and if you have other questions, you might want to check photobucket. I'll try to leave a link to it. There is a picture. It's all pictures. You can't like do a find to scan it for words, but it's pictures, and I was able to find this using that. So I guess I'll try to find that again and link to it. But oh, here it is. This is how you use this. 2 tips on using the Magnavox Movie Maker from the old 80s and 90s as a VCR. And then if you did want to capture it, this dazzle thing, you can find these relatively cheap. And you just have to go to the Dazzle site and download drivers. I'm not an expert on this part at all, I'll tell you what. I've been working and struggling with this stuff for weeks, and I thought I originally wanted to use this thing. I bought this cute little you know, TV VCR combo, and it has a great picture, but the outputs seem to not work. Well, now I know they don't work. I didn't know what wasn't working. I couldn't make it work. So finally I said, well, let me drag out this camera and let's just see, is it the outputs? And sure enough it was, because immediately it started working. So, you know, 30-something years later, this is still a good little machine. It was top of the line in its day. Alright, I hope I helped you out, and I will leave the link to that visual if you're looking for the manual and have other questions about this, because I really am not an expert. I can't answer any other questions. But I'll put a link to that manual, and I hope I helped you out. Have a good day. Enjoy your old VCR, VHS tape movies. Okay, bye.